Welcome, Hotgates gamers, to another episode of Adventures in Arda. You're here with Hotgates Gaming host James, and once again I am joined with Cool Steve. We love Cool Steve coming down here, filming content with us just for you guys out there. Hope you're enjoying all the content and that you loved last week's battle. Did you enjoy it?
Very good.
It was good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Playing that scenario, trying to find a way of making it work, and it leads on very nicely. Remember, we do like this idea of doing narrative-based battle reports here. You enjoying all the little narratives that we're coming up with?
Yeah, it just adds another nice feel to it, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and something that maybe not everybody else is doing. Lots of people can do the scenarios, etc. But creating stories in Middle-earth is definitely something that Adventures in Arda is all about. So last week, alone in the woods, Beorn managed to fight off Azog and his hunter orcs from his home, the Carrock. So Azog has had to get back, licking his wounds. He wasn't completely dead, he was pretty badly savaged, added more scars. And he needs to meet up with Bolg and start getting ready for this Battle of Five Armies malarkey, you know what I mean? So what's happening here is his force is on the march. He's got back, he's got his trolls, he's got his foot troops, and up ahead he's got his scouts. Now, in order to not get picked up, because they didn't manage to get Beorn out of the Carrock, in order for their tracks not to be picked up, they have been marching along a nice shallow stream that goes through Mirkwood. However, their scent has been picked up. Little do they know, the Beorn and Radagast are in alliance with the Eagles, and the Eagles have spotted them, and as such the scouts have been ambushed in the middle. This is a to the death game, but we are using the deployment rules for rescue, which is a terrible scenario on its own.
Yeah, shocking.
It's terrible. If you want to see a really boring battle report, go check out the Great British I enjoyed it. Go check out the GBHL podcast battle report where I play against Steve's Gondor.
Yeah.
At the rescue when we did the Desolation of Smaug week. There's nothing else to do but to show you our board, show you the deployment, and show you what we're going to be doing for this week's Adventures in Arda. Here is our board at the start of today's battle. Hope you guys have got your paints out, ready to get loads of painting done during this battle report. As you can see, up ahead in the middle of the river, ambushed are Azog scouts there, the hunter orcs on Felwag. They have to start within 6 inches of the centre. And then the ambushing forces, Beorn with his eagle ally over there, obviously starting in man form, have to be 12 inches away from the centre. And then over here we also have Saruman the White, and also Radagast on foot there as well. In the middle, the Hunter Orcs, we have got 8, I believe, on Wog, and there is a banner in there as well. And it is WYSIWYG, so anything that's got a bow's got a bow, anything with two-handed has got two-handed. Then over here, we have got the main forces of Azog. So, Azog himself on the White Wild, this is the Lieutenant of Sauron, so not seen him in a battle report yet, should be quite interesting. And with him, he does have some Gundabad Orcs with spear and shield.
And a captain with shield.
And a captain with shield as well, taking him to defence 7. There is a Mordor troll chieftain. Of course, this is just going to be one of the trolls that we see at the Battle of the Five Armies. And there is a single hunter orc. Two hunter orcs there as well. So there we go. That is our starting battlefield. We are playing to the death. We're not playing rescue, we are actually playing to the death. But we are going to be using the rules for Mirkwood. So any of the bases that you can see of a tree, we're going to roll now and we're going to see whether they are a Wrathful Wood, which strike out on a 1 or a 2, they cause a strength 6 hit, unless you're a wooden creature, of course. And we're also going to roll to see if any are Haven Woods, which will benefit the good models. So we're going to do that now and then point out with markers which is which. Get this game on the way. So we have just rolled for the Ancient Groves, and any of the woodland terrain here, so basically the big patches that have got a tree on, any that you can see with a GBHL dice with a 6 up, that is a Haven Grove, or Havenwood. Okay, that means it will be -1 courage to evil models and +1 defense for the good models in there with woodland creature. Okay, any of the woods that see nothing on are wrathful woods. So on a 1 or a 2 or a 1, if you're a woodland creature, you will take a strength 6 hit. So there we go. That's our battlefield. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's roll for turn 1 priority. And priority is going to go to the forces of evil. So we're coming in after a devastating moment where I've just sat down as I've crouched onto my display board and flipped Bayon the bear up and chipped him, which is devastating news, but it could be repainted. So we're coming in after the Hunter Orcs and Gundabads of Azog have moved up. As you can see, everything here is going to the southern side of the river. Makes sense, it's the southern side of the river, and I've started moving towards my leader, which of course is Saruman the White over there. Very, very worrying. And some of the Hunter Orcs have moved out over in that direction. Now the reason why we're coming in now is because I'm going to be casting with Saruman the White. So Saruman the White is going to be using one of his will points from his store as well as his free one to cast command on the Hunter Orc, which is in the river over there in the middle. So he needs a 3+ for this to be a success, and he does get it. So I'm going to be moving that Hunter Orc and Warg 5 inches in that direction. And now that Saruman has successfully cast that command, he is actually going to charge in on the Hunter Orc on Warg there. So a little bit of a gutsy move, perhaps, but we shall see. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Radagast is going to come in, and he is going to use a free point. Remember, he doesn't need line of sight, but he is going to panic steed the Hunter Orc with the banner over there. So he needs a 2+ for panic steed, and he gets a 5, and that does mean that the steed is going to be panicked. So panic steed means that the mount is immediately removed, so we do have to roll a thrown rider for the banner here. So on a roll of a 1, he's going to take a hit. Okay, so that means he's going to take a strength 3 hit, and he's defense 4.
Yeah.
So a 5 here will kill the banner. Come on!
Oh,
Oh, I'm not laughing at you. A wonderful panic steed there. And then Sebastian and Mr. Radagast are going to charge in there, so they're going to be double teaming because there's 3 attacks there, why not? And we're going to carry on with the rest of the Wanderers in the Wild and White Council movement. Wow, so it's to the death, so that banner was actually more important than we thought. Okay, so will the rest of my plans come off? To do so, I need to see if Bayon turns into bear form. If he does, this is outstanding news. If he doesn't, not as outstanding, but I can still do stuff. Okay, so here we go. On a 4+, he turns into a bear, a chipped bear. No, he doesn't, so he's going to stay in man form, and I'm going to carry on with his movement now. So Bayon in man form, unfortunately couldn't get in. There might have been a nice little heroic combat going on there, but it doesn't matter. He's moved into his Haven Wood, so he's going to be benefiting from a +1 defense. And the Eagle has charged in on that Hunter Orc down there. So we've got 2 gutsy wizards going against one after a fabulous panic steed. A great command over there to move that Hunter Orc in range of the Eagle, and there is going to be some shooting now in the shooting phase from the Hunter Orcs. Okay, so we're coming in now with the shooting phase, and we've got this Hunter Orc here who is going to be shooting through at Bayon. He's got a clear shot, however he has moved, so he needs a 6 to hit. So 6 to hit. Oh. He hits. Now you need another one of those to cause a wound because he's defense 6 in the woods.
No.
Oh, and it's a 1. It's a 1.
Tonight.
So so Bayon is going to survive that, and that means that we are going to go on to the combat phase. So the wizards are being gutsy. They're really throwing in their weight to try and help this battle of the ford here. And Radagast is going to be using a point of might to call a heroic combat. That's correct. So we'll have to see what happens here. So Radagast and Sebastian, and then I can't take that dice. I'll take that dice for now. Okay, so here we go. So the red dice here is Saruman, and the dark red dice is Radagast. Okay, you are fainting? Fainting, of course. What do we get? We get 3 highest on 9. Oh, it's a 6! It's a 6. So he's not using all well, he can't even do that. So there we go. So proper Bosch there. So they are going to move back. So a wasted heroic combat with that 3 highest. Okay, so
4.
so you are strength 4 and they are defense 5. Okay,
Four
so
fives.
yep. So you need
Rerolling ones.
5 rerolling ones on Saruman. Okay, on Saruman, trying to wound the leader. Put yourself in the lead. No, unfortunately not. So Saruman survives, but it's a failed heroic combat, which means that we go into that next combat. So it's the Eagle versus the Hunter Orc, and you've got 1 dice here because I've charged you. So what do you get?
A 2.
You get a 2, and we get a 5. So we're going to take that, and we are going to be opting to barch. So we're going to do that now. So the Eagle here is opting to hurl. Now he's strength 6 and you are strength 4, so it's only going to be plus 2 inches on top, and I'm going to hurl you in the direction of that guy over there. So how far are you going to go? It looks like I need 4 inches plus. You look like you're 6 inches. I need 5 inches.
Oh no,
Yeah, so I need 3 inches. Okay.
Yeah.
And I get 4, so is going to hurl him through. So first of all, he is going to take a strength 5 hit. So that will wound him on 4s. No. Okay, and on his warg. Yep, so his warg is dead. He'll also take a strength 3 hit, so that's 5s. No. And then the guy that it goes through, 3s on him would need 5s. Nope. And on his warg, needing 5s. Nope.
Let's check.
Now you got a courage test for the warg. So you got 2 dice here. And you need 8. And you don't get it, so the warg goes away. So unfortunately neither of them died, but I have got rid of the wargs there, and that is going to bring to the end of turn 1. That is the ford at the moment of the Carrock. Let's roll for turn 2 priority. Oh, you get a 1, I get a 5, and it's going to go to me. So first things first, at the start of the good movement, we're going to see if Bayon, when he moves, turns into a bear on a 4+. He doesn't, he's going to stay in man form. Ooh. So next up it's the leader, Saruman the White, and he's just going to move up, and he's going to start off by moving 5 inches just to this point here, at which point he's going to use 2 dice, he only needs a 4+, to Sorcerer's Blast this Hunter Warg back into that one, hopefully. Okay, so needing a 4+, come on, and he gets it just. So how far back is he going to go? He's going to go back 5 inches, that's going to be enough. That's probably going to take him to around there. Now it's a strength 5 hit on him first of all, and he's defense 4. So 4's on him, nope. And 4's on his warg, nope. And then because it hits the guy on the way through, we will need a 5 on him, nope. And on his warg, yeah, so his warg is going to die and he's going to be on the floor now. So if we get a Throne Rider for him first of all, so what's going to happen? He's 6, he's fine. Okay, and this guy is going to be over there, and a courage test for his warg. Does his warg stay? Needing an 8. Cock dice. No. So he's going to be on his bum as well. And Saruman is going to finish off just by moving another inch into that position there. So it's a desperate run here from the wizards, and Radagast is going to use a free point to try and panic steed that warg there. So needing a 2+, and he gets it. So courage test for the warg. What do you get? And the warg runs, and then Throne Rider for the Hunter Orc. What's going to happen? And he's going to be down on his bum. So there we go. That's it for our movement. We're going to come back with the evil movement of Azog and his cronies. So our battlefield. So down here, the Gundabad Orc captain has led the sortie up along the riverbank. Then they are actually in single file along that riverbank, so they're avoiding the wood and of course the river as well. The troll, however, has found himself stuck between 2 wrathful woods, so it'd be interesting to see if he rolls a 1 or a 2. Takes a strength 6 hit, that'd be fun. Azog was dismounted. Interesting decision. Steve, that was because...
Just gives you 2 things to think about rather than 1 that's got might on the table. Your leader.
In the meantime, these guys stood up and they've moved 3, and that Hunter Orc has moved around towards the wizards. The wizards look like they're in a lot of trouble here. Can Bayon and the Eagle get there in time? Bayon has been charged by the Hunter Orc that was on the floor, and also a Hunter Orc on Fel Warg. So with that, there won't be any shooting. We're going to go into the combats. Here we go. So we're going to start things off as I had priority with the Great Eagle here. So Great Eagle against the guy on the floor. So you've got 2 dice. What do you get? You get 4 highest, and the Eagle is going to get double 1s. No good at all. No might or anything.
That's right, you back.
So Hunter Orc is going to stand back up, and he's going to move back an inch, and we're going to go next into Beorn's combat. Next up, we have got Beorn here. Beorn is here, and of course he's got his burly 2-handed axe against you. You've got 4 dice here.
Fainting.
Fainting, of course. What do you get? You get a 6, but it's okay. Beorn's going to get a 6. Oh, he gets a 5. He gets a 5, and I think he's going to use a point of might to win that fight. So he has strength 5, and strength 5 would need 4s against either. He would strength 5, and he would need 4s against either because he's burly. It's going to become 3s. So prioritising the Hunter Orc there. Let's have a look. And everything is going to die. So he'll kill the Warg, he'll kill the Riders, and also the Hunter Orc there. So Beorn does his job, and that's a win for him. So the Battle at the Ford has a few casualties already. Who can get turn 3? Priority, I believe. Let's have a little look. You get a 5, it's strong, and it's stronger than that as well, so it's going to go to you. So we're coming in here because Radagast is calling a heroic move, and in the meantime all of the evil heroes, apart from the White Warg, so Azog over there, Lieutenant Sauron is calling a heroic march. The Troll Chief here, first inch becomes 2 inches, but then he'll be out of the woods, but of course he will have to take the test to see if he takes any strength 6 hits from the Wrathful Woods. He's calling a heroic march, and as is the Gundabad captain over there. So with that we're going to come back with a heroic move at Radagast. And as Radagast moves, he's going to cast Terrifying Aura with his 3 point on himself. So what does he get? He nails it. So Radagast is now terrifying. And next wizard to move is Saruman, and he's going to be Sorceress Blasting this Hunter Orc back, hopefully getting 5 inches to go and knock down these 2 guys back here. So he's going to use 1 free one and 1 from his store, needing a 4+. And he gets it. How far back is it going to go? Only 3 inches, so not enough, but he's going to take a strength 5 hit, so 4s to wound him, and it wounds him. So he's going to kill this orc here, and then he's going to carry on with his movement. The Mordor Troll Chieftain. On a 1 or a 2, the Wrathful Wood has been stirred. Let's see what you get. Oh, and he's going to take a strength 3 hit from... let's roll for both woods because you start. So that's from 1 wood, and then roll another one.
Just do the same dice.
Use the same dice. 1 or a 2, please. Oh, it's cocked. It's cocked. Hey, okay, so you're just going to take 1 strength 6 hit. Now your defense 7.
8.
Your defense 8. Okay, so I will need 5s. So 5s here from the wood to wound the troll. Unfortunately not. It's just a 3. The Wrathful Wood doesn't scratch the Mordor Troll Chieftain armour, and he's going to carry on with his 7 inches of movement. There he is, Beorn, just not bothered at all, being charged by the Hunter Orc. But the Eagle has left him. The Eagle has moved up, and as you can see, the heroic march of Azog and the White Warg both got 2 might left, getting right in the faces of the wizards. Of course, this is to the death. We're going to need to try and keep Saruman alive. So the Eagle has gone in, like so. The Eagle has gone in like so, and as such, it is Radagast, Sebastian and the Eagle versus that Hunter Orc there. In the meantime, you can see where everything else has moved. I don't believe there'll be any shooting, so we're going to go straight to the combat phase. So of course, down here we've got a fainting Hunter Orc versus Beorn in man form. Let's see, what do you get with your 2 dice? Double 6s, it's strong. Can Beorn match it? Come on! Ooh. Just with a final one there. Okay, so he's strength 5, so he would normally need 4s, but it's going to become 3s because he's burly. So let's have a little look. And he kills him just the once though, just the once. So Beorn hopefully free to turn into a bear next time. We're going to go over into the next combat. Here we go. So next up it is Sebastian and Radagast and the Eagle versus that Hunter Orc. Hunter Orc's got a single dice. What do you get? You get a 4, okay? So Radagast is going to be the red dice here. So those are the mightable ones. So let's see if we can beat a 4. And we get a couple of 6s there. So we're going to decide what we're going to do with those strikes now. So that Hunter Orc on Warg is getting hurled between the White Warg and the Hunter Orc and towards Azog there. +2 because I'm strength 6 and you are strength 4. So to get Azog here, I will need a 3. We'll need a 3. So let's have a little look. Oh, and he's going to go back quite far. He's going back 7 inches. Okay, so the strength 6 hit on him and he's defense 4. So I need 3s on him. He's dead. Is the Warg dead without doing a courage test? No. So we'll do the courage test in a second. So on the White Warg, the White Warg is defense 5. Defense 5? Wow.
Let me check. Defense 5, yeah.
Defense 5, wow. Okay, so needing a 5 to wound him. Yep. What's he got? So he's got 1 fate point, has he?
Yep.
1 fate point, and he passes it. So he doesn't take a wound. The Hunter Orc will need a 5 to wound him. Oh. Yep, so he goes down. So there's a good hurl so far. And a 5 to wound Azog, who is knocked down. It's a 4. It's a 4. And of course the Eagle can't mite that up. So there we go. That wasn't terrible at all. That wasn't terrible at all. This is how it's looking. Precarious position, it has to be said, for Saruman over there. But can he win out? Let's see. Turn 5, I think? Turn 4?
5 6.
5 or 6. Let's have a look. Priority. You get a 6. I need a 6 here to match it. And I don't get it. I think heroic moves are going to be called. So here we go. Radagast has used his final. Is he using his final one? No, yeah. Saruman is going to use.
Saruman, yeah.
So Saruman will be down to 2. Radagast will keep 1. Saruman's using one of his might points to call a heroic move here. Has been countered by the Warg. The Warg will be down to 1. So it was Steve's priority. Priority at evil. So on a 1 to 3, whoosh, this is going to go to evil. But on a 4 to 6, to the forces of good. Oh, and he's going to go to the forces of good. Great news. So Saruman is going to be using 2 from his store and 1 3-1, which means he's only got 1 left in his store, I believe, to immobilise Azog. So we want something nice and high here. Azog does have 3 will. He does have 3 will. So we want a 6. Come on. And we get a 6. Okay, so you've got 3 will here. What can you do?
You can mite this, can you?
You can mite it, yeah. And you've got 2 might.
And I need a 6.
You need a 6.
I need more. I'm going to use all 3.
Using all 3?
Yeah.
All 3, needing a 6. Oh, you get a 5. You're going to use a point of might. Okay. So you're using a point of might. So you're out of will and you're down to 1 might there. And Saruman's going to carry on with the rest of his movement. So of course, double caster. Here we go. Radagast is going to use the first 2 from his store and a free 1 to immobilise on a 3+ Azog on the floor. So, let's see what can be done. In the 3+, and we get it on a 4. So he is now immobilised. And then with that, Radagast is going to carry on with his movement. So it could be looking a little bit desperate here for the Wizards and the Eagle, although maybe just swung in their favour just a touch. So a bit gutsy leaving Saruman in there with the White Warg on the floor, but at least the White Warg can't strike him if he wins the fight. And they're matching fight value at the moment. In the meantime, Azog on the floor immobilised has Radagast, Sebastian and the Eagle, so hopefully they can do some serious damage. And that means we're going to go on to the rest of the evil movement. Okie dokie, so we're coming in because the evil forces have moved up towards where the combats are, where the Wizards and the Eagle are desperately trying to fight off Azog, the Lieutenant of Sauron. But we're coming in because will Beorn finally turn into bear form when he is needed most? The hero of the Carrock. It's cocked. And he does! He finally turns into a bear and he's going to be trying to get across that river as soon as possible. And there we go, Beorn has moved up, as you can see. Going a little bit grey. The resin that's shining through. But he's moved up 3 inches into the river and it's looking pretty close. We have to kill 9 to break these Hunter Orcs, and we've killed 6 so far. We've killed 6 so far. It's mostly been Wargs that have gone. So we're going to come in with the combat phase. And at the start of the combat phase, would you like to call anything?
What fight value is Saruman?
He's fight 5.
Fight 5.
We're both
How many dice you got?
I will have 1 dice to win the fight.
No, there's no point because...
No?
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start things off here with the Eagle.
My priority.
That's your priorities. You're going to start things off here with Saruman and the White Warg. Okay, so White Warg has got how many attacks?
2.
So you've got 2 attacks, and you've got 1 might left. What do you get? You get a 6. Okay, so Saruman needs a 6 here to win the fight. He doesn't, he gets a 2. But his job is done. He's going to back away an inch. Back away an inch. This way. So he's on the bank. There we go. So that takes us into the next combat. So we have Radagast, and we also have the Eagle here. Radagast, Sebastian, and the Eagle. So again, red dice for Radagast, silver dice for the Eagle. Azog on the floor gets half of his attacks rounded up, so you've got 2 dice because he's immobilized. Okay, and you are lower fight now. You get a 4 highest. So come on, what can we do? And they get a 6. So the 6 is there. Brilliant. Okay, so with that, we're going to choose what strikes that we're going to do. Now, of course, it is double strikes. We're going to start off with Sebastian. Sebastian is strength 1, and you are defense 5. So it's 6s, is it?
So what strength is it?
His strength, I'm sure it's 1.
Strength 1, defense 5. I think it's like 6s by 4s.
Is it? We're going to have a little workout of that now. So Sebastian, strength 1 versus defense 5 is 6s. So 6s from Sebastian. Nope, nothing from Sebastian. Okay, and Radagast himself has got 2 here, so he will need 5s. He will need 5s. And he gets 1, so that's going to be 1 wound first of all. And the Eagle, there's no point in him choosing to rend or anything because you're exactly the same, aren't you? So he's just going to, we'll say that he's rending you, and he's got his 2 strikes here. So we will need on you, I'm strength 6, you're 5, so I need 4s. So 4s from the Eagle here.
2.
And it's 2. So you've 3 wounds to save. 3 wounds to save. You've got 3 fate.
Yep.
And you've got how much might left?
2
left. 2 left, I think. Okay, here we go. So what do you get? Oh, so you pass 1 and you fail 2 of them. And you're going to keep that. So you are actually going to take 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So Lieutenant Sauron has used all of his fate and he's taken 2 wounds. He's down to a single wound, and that's outstanding news. Those guys are going to back away. And with that, we are going to roll for the next turn priority. So a good little swing there. Can we get rid of the leader? What are you going to get? You get a 6. I need a 6. No, it's going to go to you again, and I will of course be calling a heroic move. And Radagast is using his last point of might to call a heroic move, but it's been countered by the captain's last point of might for a heroic move. That was your priority. On a 1 to 3, this goes to the forces of evil. But on a 4 to 6, for good, it goes to evil, and they're going to get to move first. So coming in partway through the heroic move, because the captain, with the penalties in a woodland, has got to there, and Azog has charged against Radagast. So looking a bit worrying there for Radagast. So we're coming in now because this Gundabad here is going to try and charge the Eagle. So you need 7 here. What do you get? You nail it. He's going to get in on that Eagle. And you're going to do the same with the other one, or supporting?
I think I'm not beyond.
Ooh, difficult decisions to make here. What will the Gundabad decide to do?
He'll charge there, and he'll support him.
And he's going to support him.
Yep.
Brilliant.
And the rest of these guys, if I get some more in on Radagast.
Yeah, get more in on. Oh, he's terrifying, isn't he? So I would have had to class here. So your courage
5.
Courage 5. So double 1s. Azog stays on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
Azog stays on the floor. Wow.
Okay. So
this is great news.
This guy.
That one there.
Charge Radagast.
Radagast needing 7.
7.
Nope.
And the Carrock
needing 7.
needing 8.
Needing 8. Sorry. No. Wow. That's not going to cancel out. No.
But they'll just move up.
They're just going to move up.
Um,
And Steve's going to do that now, and we'll come back because the heroic move won't have been cancelled, which is outstanding news. And Radagast here is going to be moving his heroic move now because Azog failed with those double 1s, which was amazing.
no, it wasn't.
It was amazing. Radagast is going to cast Immobilize on the Warg. The Warg's got 1 will, so I'm going to use another 2 from the store, meaning he's only got 2 left in the store, and a free 1, needing a 3+. and we get a 4. So you've got a point of will here, single point of will, and a point of might as well. Okay, so you need a 2.
What do you get?
I got a 4.
So I need a 3 minimum.
Yeah, but you got will, you can use will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, you're using your point of will to resist,
Yeah,
right? So yeah, you got a point of might, so you need a 3. You get a 3 and you're going to use your last point of might. So he's using his last point of might, and then Radagast is going to carry on his movement. So Sebastian and Radagast have charged in on the White Warg, and we're coming in now because it's the turn of Saruman, who is going to try and immobilise the White Warg. He's going to use his last one in his store, plus a free one, needing a 2+. And he gets it, he gets it. Always worth doing in that point. So we're going to come back after everything else has moved. So before we see what Bayon the Bear does, we need to see if this Hunter Orc over here, the last one to move, if he passes his Terror test to charge there. He needs an 8 here. What can he get? Courage 2.
Oh yes.
And he gets it, and he manages to get in on Radagast and pull him away. Wow. So with that Hunter Orc getting in, Radagast has got a combat over there on his own, and Bayon has managed just about to get out the river. He shakes off like a dog that's been in a bath, and he climbs over and gets himself into the spear support here. Here's of course Steve's priority and priority of Azog and the evil forces, and he wants to start over here with Radagast and Sebastian versus the Hunter Orc. It's a 2v2 here and the higher fight value.
Two-handed piercing strike.
You're going to two-handed piercing strike, so -1 to your dice here. So what do you get? You get a 6, which is a 5, okay? As good a result as you could have got. So we need a 5+ here.
Oh,
we get a 6.
Piercing strike.
Piercing strike takes you down 2. Down by 1, so you're 3. Okay, so Radagast's strike himself, he needs a 4, sort of 4 to wound you. And he does it. So Radagast has killed you. Here we go. So it's the immobilised White Warg versus Saruman. Immobilised White Warg. So you have 1 attack here. What do you get? It's a 2. It's not good. Here we go. Saruman gets the 5. Okay. And he is, of course, just striking you normally. So you are defence 5. So I will need a 5 here. I will need a 5 to cause a wound. You 1 fate and 2 wounds. And he gets it. He gets it. So, single fate point and no might.
Oh, so
he fails it. So he has taken a wound. And that has validated. I was thinking about maybe stunning him, reducing his fight value for next turn. But to be perfectly honest, I've got the spells to keep that going. So we're going to go into the next combat. And which one would you like to do?
It doesn't really matter, I suppose. We'll do the Eagle.
So we're going to do the Eagle next. So it's the Eagle versus 1 Gundabad here. So you've got a single dice and I've got 2. So what do you get? You get 2.
Here they come.
And we get a 4. No double ones there. And I am going to be opting to hurl that Gundabad. Okay, so I'm going to work that out now. Here we go. So I'm going to be hurling. Can't quite hurl at Azog over there. If you like the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page and you like circles, then you'll know why. Okay, so which I don't. So Steve has explained it to me. I'm going to be hurling through this nice tempting line here. So it's plus 2 inches, which definitely catches the first 2. So will I get the? Well, I will get the next one as well. Well, so 3 inches that way. Okay, so it's a strength 5 hit on him, and that'll be 4s because he's got a shield. Yep.
Strength 6 hit.
Oh, strength 6 on him, sorry, first, but a 2 doesn't do it.
3 strength 3.
3 strength 3s. We'll need 5s. Yep. He's dead. That's all the 5s. Okay, and then on the Gundabad Captain there, it's a strength 3 hit. That'll need a 6 because he's defense 7. Nope. And on the Hunter Orc, that will need a 5. Yep. And on this Gundabad Spearman, he's defense 6 or defense 5?
5.
5.
No, they've got
6. They've all got shields.
I've paid for shields.
6. Okay, so a 6 here. Kill him. It's cocked. No. So he's going to be knocked down as well. And there we go. So that's going to take us into the final combat, which is Bayon versus Gundabad Orc. Here we go. It's Bayon. Bayon versus single Gundabad Orc. What do you get? Set the bar with a mighty 2. 5. It's not bad. It's not bad. But Bayon's got all the 5s. He's got 1 5 at least. He's definitely going to be hurling. So I'm strength 8 and you're strength 4. So I've got 4 inches at least, which should get that. But I'm going to roll and see how much further. So there we go. Another 4 inches. So 8 inches will hit the rock as well. So he's going to do his first
Two
strength
strength
6 hits, 2 strength 6 hits.
Just for hitting the wall, I'm going to do 2, isn't it?
So needing 4s. Nope. And then 2 strength 3 hits, needing 6s. No. So he lives, bashed against the wall. So there's a strength 3 hit against the captain here. That will need a 6. Nope. And then on Azog, a 5 will kill him. 5 will kill him. I've got 2 might.
You can't might them.
It's a 5 plus. Oh, it's so cocked, it's untrue.
I knew it as soon as it was cocked.
Azog has been slain. That was wonderful.
I cocked 1, I just knew it.
This is why people love watching Steve versus me, because all of the worst luck that Steve could ever have and the best luck that I could ever have always come in these reports. That's why you call Steve.
It's shocking. Shocking.
So that's it, and that breaks you as well, surely.
Yeah, it will be.
You'll be broken, maybe even 25%, but we're going to calculate that up now and see what's going on. He's broken. You've got 7 left. That means that was a great turn.
Terrible turn.
It was a superb turn. It was a superb turn for the forces of good. An unexpected twist, it has to be said. So we're going to roll for priority because you are broken now. I've killed 10 models. Okay, so I think that this is going in favour of good, but let's see what happens. You get a 6. You've had all the priorities. Here we go. It's a 4, and it is going to go to you. Am I going to let you have it and take courage tests? I'm going to have a little look at your courage values now. Here we go. So I am going to be calling a heroic move here with Sauron's 2nd point of might here. So he's down to 1 point of might. And you're using the last one of the... Oh, sorry, you're using 1 from the chieftain here?
Captain.
1 from the captain? So the captain's only used 1 to march so far. Oh no, he heroic moved from there, didn't he? He heroic moved.
Oh, he did, yes.
Yeah. So chieftain...
No, he can't do anything.
You can't do anything?
No, everyone's in the way.
Okie dokie. You can move up and then allow other people to move up and stop me from casting spells?
Yeah.
Nope. So the heroic move is going to go off and we're going to come back when Saruman decides what he's going to be doing. So Saruman, at the start of his heroic move, is going to use his 3 point. He's only got 3 point left to try and immobilise the White Walk on a 2+. We want to try and get rid of those with those standfasts. Okay, so here we go. And he gets it. So you are immobilised and will carry on with his movement. So Saruman has immobilised the White Warg and has charged him round the back of him. Next up, Radagast's turn. Radagast has 1... I think he's... Has he got 1? We'll just say he's using his free one. He's going to use his free one in a 3+ against here. We've not really been tracking it, have we? We've been trying to do it off the top of our heads. Okay, but here we go. He's going to try and immobilise him on a 3+. And he gets it on the 3+. That saves things off. So he is going to be immobilised unless he can roll. He's got 1 point of will.
Yep.
1 point of will. Oh, and he resists it. He resists it nicely. And Radagast is going to carry on with his movement now. So very, very cool. Saruman has charged in, Radagast and Sebastian have charged in on the White Warg over there, who is immobilised, going around the back of him. And the Eagle has charged in on the Gunnabad Captain, trying to remove those standfast. So it is all down to the willless Courage 4 Mordor Troll Chieftain. You need to get a 6, otherwise he is gone. Oh, and he gets the 6, and that is going to give the courage that everybody needs to do what they need to do. So we're coming in here because a Gundabad has managed to charge in on Saruman, maybe try and get a cheeky wound, but there is down here a Wrathful Wood. So it's the guy who got absolutely slammed against the rock, picked himself back up. Will he awoken? Will he awake a tree? Will he awaken a tree? Here we go.
1 or 2.
1 or 2. Come on, please. Ah, that would have been cool.
He's alright.
Took all that battering and came out, but it has taken him that much movement to get out. We do have a Gundabad who's supporting that guy down there, and you're going to roll a courage test for him against the Eagle. Yep. Okay, so needing 8. Can do it. Oh, it's cocked. Another 4+. Hey, and he does it, and he gets himself in. So he's moving around like so. And are you going to support?
He's going to go there. No, he's moved because he's on his bomb on it, so he's only got 3
And of course, the Troll
inches
Chieftain couldn't move because he did his courage test at the start of his movement there, so we've only got Baorn to go. So it's the start of the combat phase, and at the start of the combat phase, Baorn is calling heroic combat, which means that we are going to do that first because the evil force are now out of might. They are out of might. So it's Baorn versus the Gundabad Captain on the floor, who I'm guessing is shielding.
No, he's got support.
Oh, he's got support. Sorry, so he has got a support. So here we go. What do you get? You set the bar with a 4 highest. Here we go. And we get 4. and we beat you on that 4. Okay, so we're going to choose to rend you here because you're defense 7. Okay, so we're going to be striking against your defense, which your strength, which is 4, which means that we need 3s. 3 pluses will kill you outright.
Oh.
We got 2, and then we got 1 there. So you need to pass Point of Fate, which I don't think you've used already. Oh, and you do pass it. I'm going to use my Point of Might.
Yeah.
Use my Point of Might to kill you there. And he's going to carry on with his combat, and he's just going to move in against that 1 there, because we want to try and get you down to that 25% if we can. So we're immediately going, well, it's up to you. You want to do Saruman. Okay, so we've got Saruman over there. It's Saruman versus the 1 Gundabad. It's a 1-on-1. What do you get? Oh, come on, Saruman. Saruman's only got 1 point of might. So here we go. Saruman has lost. Now Saruman is defense 5. So to wound Saruman, you will need a 5. So a 5 here to wound Saruman. Oh, were you going to get that cheeky wound on him? You didn't, unfortunately. So next up, where would you like to go?
We'll go with Radagast. So
we're going Radagast versus the immobilised White Warg. Okay, so we do have Sebastian in here. You've got a single dice. What do you get? You get a 2, it's not great.
Come on.
We beat you on a 4 there. Okay, so you are defense 5, so that means that Sebastian will need a 6. He gets a 5. Nope. And Radagast will need a 5. Nope. So the White Warg is going to back away, but the White Warg doesn't die either, which means that next up, would you like to do the Eagle or Bayon?
We'll do the Eagle.
So you can do the Eagle now. So I need to get you down to 4 models to 25%.
Yeah.
So if the Eagle and Bayon can do this, the game will end.
Fainting.
You're fainting. What do you get? You got a 5. I was wondering why you're rolling 2 dice, and I realised it's a Hunter Orc. So here we go. Oh, the Eagle only gets a 2. The Eagle only gets a 2. So he's going to back away. Draw.
Is it 6s rerolling once?
And you're strength 4, so yeah, you will need 6s against defense 7. Oh no, no wounds there. But it does mean that the game isn't going to end at this point. Okay, so next up we've got Bayon. So it's Bayon versus 1. What's going to happen? We win. Okay, and we are going to opt to rend you, of course.
Hurl,
kill 2. We hurl, kill 2. Your defense 6, needs 6s. But it's a strength 6 hit when you hurl.
You could.
Yeah, true. Okay, so I'm going to hurl you.
Yeah.
Good choice. Okay, so how far back are you going to go? So you're going to do 4 inches plus 3.
Yeah, so it hits the wall.
So 2 strength 6 hits.
Yeah.
So a single 4 here will kill him. Yeah, okay. So here we go. We need a 6. A 6 here will kill this guy who's been battered before, so I don't think it will be a 6. Oh! So it was advice from the enemy that would bring a victory to the Wanderers in the Wild in a game that once again showcased all of the luck of HGG James against Cool Steve and all of his bad luck as always. It is a victory to Bayon, the Eagle, Saruman and Radagast and the White Warg, the Troll Chieftain and the final Orcs flee. Unfortunately they've not been able to go and meet up with the rest of the forces amassing for the Battle of 5 Armies. A blow has been struck to the forces of evil. Great game. Epic handshake. We're going to go into a post-battle Bat-Rep breakdown. Wow. Welcome to the post-battle Bat-Rep breakdown.
Not impressed.
Okie dokie. So let's talk a little bit about that tonight. I actually really like what we did. So it was good fun. I think it followed on really nicely as well from our battle report last week, which I hope you all enjoyed. If you haven't watched last week's Adventures in Arda, make sure you go and check that out. Just go and look at the Adventures in Arda playlist. And of course that was the first chance to use Bayon. And in this one we had 2, I'm going to say proper 600 point armies, but they're not optimised armies, are they?
No.
They're not optimised armies. I really like what we did by setting up the rescue at the beginning, like the way that it was deployed. How did you find that?
Yeah, it was good. It was a nice little sort of off-the-cuff scenario that we just sort of come up with. Mm-hmm. It was tough getting the foot models into the fray. But then at the same time, your Bayonne was the same. He struggled to get in till the end. The Troll Chieftain didn't actually get in the game.
Didn't do anything.
But no, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun game.
It's good. I really liked, from a cinematic point of view, that we used the rescue deployment to try and build this idea that there was this ambush that would be happening, that the forces of evil were trying to avoid being trapped, so therefore were making a way down the shallow stream. It had kind of a nice feel to it. It didn't hinder you so much. It did in that first turn, of course, but it didn't hinder you enough that you wouldn't be able to get out on the first turn. But the whole idea is that then you don't just get together straight away. So it kind of gave that idea of an ambush without it impairing you too much, which I thought was quite good. Yeah. I thought what was really gutsy was obviously all of the sort of Azog and everybody just really trying to fly in and get in on Saruman and Radagast, who did an absolutely sterling.
Yeah, they did well.
They did so well.
Yeah, I think that was my only option there, really. I think probably indecisiveness on turn 1. I should have just threw everything at your 2 wizards.
Yeah.
But I was worried a bit about, I wasn't to know that Bayonne was going to keep rolling very badly to turn into a bear.
But he's still beast in man form. This is the thing. I mean, he's still very, very good. He was still wounding you on 3s against what you had there. It was just the lack of movement, and of course then having to try and get across the river. And with the battle happening that way and not by the crossing, might have made a bit of a difference if the crossing if those 2 river pieces had been swapped over, would have benefited me a little bit more. Yeah. I didn't think I was going to win that. I didn't think I was going to win that, and I think some of the sort of heroic move offs, because you were getting priority all the time, so I was having to use my heroic move, but the spell casting of Radagast and Saruman combined together definitely won me that game.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why I dismounted Azog. I thought I'd give you 2 things to think about rather than the 1. But maybe I should have done the dismount on the next turn and got up in your face first, but I was worried then that the Sorcerer's Blast or the Panic Steed would have come into play.
Yeah, I mean, a charging Azog, with 4 dice to win the fight at fight 7 and 6 might effectively, needing 3s to wound heroes with 8 dice is an absolute destroyer. And I was convinced there that you were going to get my leader, and then of course then go on to kill Radagast, and then having only to kill the Eagle, which I thought that you would manage to do. Yeah. It's only got 2 attacks. I honestly thought that you were going to win that game. But I just think some sterling spell casting, some real good luck, especially early on with some of the Sorcerer's Blast, and then some terrific combination of double casting, immobilising Azog, of course, and getting in on the White Warg and doing all those kind of things. I think it all kind of worked out really well in the end. And of course some wonderful dice rolling from yourself.
Yeah, same old, mate. Same old. Never changes.
Yeah, and I have to say, I look at that and I don't think I would have particularly done anything differently. How about yourself?
No, again, I think
just gone in there straight away.
And probably just moved in quicker. But I mean, I think the dice rolls were against me, but
yeah, dice rolls were definitely against you, and hopefully you have all enjoyed that little bit of 2 weekends of narrative. So I wonder what we'll have in store for you next time on Adventures in Arda. Enjoy our 2 games?
Very much.
Brilliant. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Cool Steve back here on the channel very, very soon, because I know there's lots of games that we want to try and play together, as well as playing more Hobbit SBG. Make sure you do go and check out Top Table Wargaming on YouTube. If Steve reminds me, I will remember to put the link in the video description, which I know that I forgot in the last one.
Yes, you did.
I did, and I got pulled up on it by Saruman the White. Interestingly enough. Make sure you go and check that out, because you can build with Steve, which is always good fun.
Yeah.
He's a builder.
Yeah.
Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe if you want to see more Adventures in Arda or any battle report in this kind of format. No matter what the system is and you want to support us get that going, get some better terrain, get some better settings and lighting and everything else, and continue this journey with us, then make sure you go and check out the Patreon page, because that's how we're going to be able to hopefully get to a point where we can produce a battle report a day. Guys, we've had a good game. Thanks again. Been epic. Got time for a brew? Got time for a brew?
Sorrows.
We're going to see you in the next episode of Adventures in Arda, kids.